It can be hard for many people to achieve a positive mindset. Life can be difficult for many different reasons, and there is a wide variety of aspects which can negatively affect your mood. Thankfully, there are many ways of giving our minds the best possible way to be positive. In this book, we focus on 7 practical tips that are going to give you a more positive mindset and improve your life. If you follow these tips, you'll have a much better chance of obtaining happiness and being successful in both your personal life and your career. Turn failures into lessons. Ever wondered why successful people put so much emphasis on learning from mistakes? It's a universal truth that life is all about turning your failures into a path of success, but it's also through failures themselves that we get exposure to the harsh realities of life. The secret lies in learning from your failures rather than getting disappointed by them. As a general rule, this principle can be applied in all walks of life, but it becomes much apparent in our practical life. The harsh reality is that you will be confronted with multiple points of failures when it comes to people and the jobs you undertake. Focus on the good things. Focusing on good things might seem easy, but is it? The media is awash with all sorts of negative news. Every day comes with its own set of challenges. A forced smile has become commonplace. Having a real laugh has become a mirage. It is easy to get lost in the negatives, but remember the words of John Milton, "The mind is its own place and in itself, can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven." This quote is geared at ensuring you focus on the good things around you. Start the day in a positive mood. Mornings bring the joy of another day in your life. The way you start your day determines the rest of it, and on a larger scale the outlook towards life. If you are not a morning person and wake up exhausted, you can end up not seeing the good things that can happen throughout a day. Surround yourself with positive people. Thoughts and attitudes are contagious. The people we surround ourselves with impact who we become. In an analogy, the dietitians will say we are what we eat. Similarly, the relationship coach will say we are who we socialize with. If our social circles are built with negative people, we will be a negative person. If you surround yourself with positive people, you will be a positive person. So, what renders positive the context of the relationship? Whether it is about friends, colleagues at work, or even family, positive people see light where darkness is obvious and perceive hope where despair is imminent. An optimistic coworker will inspire you when you're distraught about a failed task. An affirmative friend or family will say, "It is okay," instead of giving you the cold shoulder. Positive relational contexts are not only about receiving positive treats from others. They are also about offering positive vibes to others. You do not expect to put vinegar in a glass and drink seasoned wine from it. What you give is what you get. Find humor in bad situations. Humor is a great way to deal with the stress, and it makes you closer to the people. We do not have control over some things that happens with us, and we start blaming ourselves for the bad things without realizing that we are getting tougher or how these things shape our future. Humor is the thing that makes you feel relaxed, and for some time you forget about bad happenings. Every comedian had some kind of dramatic past. They all found humor and became a comedian because they know that laughter heals every pain and heartache. Focus on the present. If you want to live happily, then you should stop worrying. Only focus on your present because you have not any other option or a single choice. You should be in the present moment and don't dwell on any negative past issues. It will only consume you and will simply make your future unhappier. Thinking forward instead of looking back will allow you to free your mind. You could be bitter about a past relationship or a job, but that isn't going to help you moving forward. You can change your future, but you can't change your past. With that in mind, it doesn't make any sense to focus on the one that you can't change instead of the one that you can. Transform negative thoughts into positive ones. Have you ever heard of the phrase, "Your thoughts can kill you"? Well, this statement is more accurate than most people realize. Your thoughts, whether negative or positive, can change your life and the person that you become. It is for this reason that negative self-talk is so dangerous. What you tell your mind is what you adopt eventually. It is, however, essential to acknowledge that transforming your brain to think positively isn't a walk in the park. It requires full commitment, otherwise, the negative thoughts will win. So what are the real ways to change your way of thinking?